好不容易今天有一点点时间可以来玩。那本片的故事已经结束了，所以接下来就是玩 DLC Frozen Wild 的内容。
Did she really save the Sun King? Honora?
好，我们来看一下地图。哦，就先来这边吧。OK， 这边。
Nothing but trouble. That's all there is in Banuk lands.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
I heard you talking about trouble in Banuk lands.
Was that out loud? Ears must be getting worn down from all those long leg blasts. But you heard right. I'm fresh back from the cut, looking for better scavenging and better shards.
I guess you didn't find them up there?
Not with the Banuk wailing about new machines and talking spirits and their purses frozen shut. What's a trade route without trade? It's just a route.
你这个角色的动画表情比较好哎，不管是动作还是表情上面。
We Oseram and the Banuk are neighbors after all. What's a few mountain ranges between friends? I have some acquaintances out there still trying to dig a living out of the ice, but they say nothing seems to stick. All the superstitious nonsense and rampaging machines aren't helping.
What were these new machines and spirits?
Honestly, I don't even know. Going by the number of Banuk funerals, I'd say the kind you turn away from.
Not really my style.
Well, if you reach my grand old age, you might prefer picking up after hunters in the Sundom. It's warmer, too.
What is this place? The Cut?
When the Karja took up swords and hacked away at the edge of Banuk land, they left the Cut behind.
So a battleground from the war. Like the valley outside the Sacred Land.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Pass in the far north and east will get you there. It's open to outlanders, hardy ones, like you. Just don't expect much of a welcome. Especially not now.
New machines and talking spirits? I'm interested.
Thought as much, just looking at you. Don't say you weren't warned. There's a slip of a trail through the northeastern mountains, past what we call the Grave Horde. You won't miss it. You'll find what passes for a town on the other side. Maybe someone there can talk you out of it.
Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks for the information.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
他穿这样不会冷哦。技能还差一点哦，差一点就全满了。来看一下，看一下有没有东西可以卖。没有隐身哦。OK。拆解，其实拆解也可以换钱哦。2000多，这么远。真的很远呢，从这里好了。 下。好了，你变我的啦。冲不上去了，有可以，还以为过不去嘞。哦shit！擦屁股，这么容易？嗨，哦，那边在打。这几人。 哇，这样我怎么追？
These aren't cheap.
跳不上去。
I'd have to leave something else behind.
太多，我还是要轻一点掉。这些皮好像都用不到了嘛。好，我们赶快赶路吧，不浪费太多时间。 哦，这个地方怎么会有灯光
This must be the pass O'Toole was talking about. With Banuk territory just above.
先存档，先存档。哇，它的灯光好漂亮哦！那巴努克的图腾是吗？ 哦，整个都荧光的，超漂亮。哇！
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
往上爬。
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
这个冰看起来很冷一路往上爬。这什么东西？弱点，冰。有冰的道具吗？有。
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
强项是电，什么都不怕了。哇，我是被打着跑的。换装，这太强了。见鬼了！你这很强哎，那我不能用这种打法，这打一只太吃力了。真的很强哎，太轻敌了。
Got to.
幸好有自盾者，不然哇塞，打一只就把补品吃光光。
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
哎，我收集过你们的人偶哎。哇，这个荧光真的很漂亮。
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
哦，很呛哦。
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
These are dangerous lands, Outlander. Deadly, even.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Wow. Wow.
Ray's been gone a long time.
漂
She
亮的
will
帐篷哦。
return. I must believe she will return. You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Whoa.
May the songs of the lost echo forever.
哇，你们都穿很厚哦。
We haven't lost this many hunters since the war with the Karja.
In times like these, we must not forget the importance of ceremony.
Wow. 这个烟太夸张了吧？
Shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to the deaths. Where should we find hope now?
To be Banuk is to know that death may rise up to meet you at any moment. Trust that our hunters knew this.
Save this for later. Must be something big going on.
The young
Most of the
hunters
village is
have
moving
learned
towards
a
that
lesson
smoke.
from Thunderstrom. Sometimes, loss is the price of survival.
Trust Araya, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
哎呦，东西哟！这个村庄人好少哦，今天就像他们说的，去了就没回来吗？先不要乱跑了。
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command? The smoke from the mountain is worse today.
为什么头
Bad
上一
omen
角？
for the ritual.
He
led them to a great challenge. That is why.
这么多箱子。好了，去听听看他们在讲什么。
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate
哇，
all
身
Banuk
上的
long
毛
for,
好多。
falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. They believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Eh, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest werings.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrund.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunderstrom. Might be worth a shot.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Did your Werik come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Araya knows about this Daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not in Outlanders.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Talk so we can hunt.
哇，你这个头不重吗？不能讲话哦。
Can't let the other hunters take all the good kills next time. As long as you've got a skilled shaman on the trail with you, a good hunt means a good harvest.
哇，这个雪好深哦。哇，你不冷哦。
I hear the whispers of the spirits in the machines, and I fear the things about which they whisper.
你不冷哦？你穿这么少哎。
Hunt well, Outlander.
哦哦。
Tonight, we sing our Wirax songs and enjoy each other's company.
When the shamans sing, it's wise to listen. Deep in, silence by
好了，先存档。这是刚刚那个的女儿吗？啊，商人，小孩。
I don't need any help.
Blood saw to that.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
哦。很缺啊，那东西很缺啊，怎么会这样？新的东西，商人对这没兴趣。哇，没得买。没得买。哇，这都是新东西耶！ OK。
Water lava and stone. That's the sound to sleep. Not live to remember.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banu-Kai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banu-Kai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banu-Kai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banu-Kai. We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great. Banu-Kai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banu-Kai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banu-Kai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banu-Kai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banu-Kai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banu-Kai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banu-Kai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banu-Kai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banu-Kai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her.
旁边的还在点头。
And we will not forget.
讲完了。
Would you let me guide you or we can abandon it as it took a frozen time?
I know. I know.
We remember Banu-Kai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still... It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe.
这时候上来就 OK 了。
I saw the frozen tall neck many years before I ever saw a living one. We'll retake Stone Yield from the bandits before long. One challenge at a time. The cold keeps our hunters alert.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever-changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments. Like none have seen.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
有意思。
And we deserve a painter unlike any other.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
好，我好像走错边了。
Might regret this.
对啊，走错边了。上不去，太厚了，太陡了。对，又回来了。
Yeah, good to see more outlanders. We Banuk are too isolated. It's odd to see new machines in the cup. We mustn't let them frighten us. We're Banuk.
哦。
Outlander, wait a moment.
哇，你的衣服好漂亮哦。
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified, with the help of the... Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
有点酸哦，讲这个话。
Of course, they all want blue cloth. But my hands will be stinky.
这个地方好漂亮哦。
The longer you scrub, the darker the colors end up being.
I'd have to ditch something.
This morning's read came out nice in the library.
这个是会很烫吗？没有。
For a while, you start to notice how the texture changes when the colors are soaked in.
Every need is
哦，这一定超冷的。哦，在这里啊。
Damon's markings are.
另一个聚落。
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
May the sun grant you a portion of its wisdom, young hunters.
What brings you Karja so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark. You're a long way from home, too. Watch your back out there.
Oh, 谢谢。
Prince Edaman is alive and well in Meridian.
By the sun.
The Karja in Shadow have
for a better day tomorrow.
Yes, yes, you're very friendly.
Yes, yes, you're very friendly.
The Sundom has changed, but this work hasn't.
My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly enough. I need a moment. My duties today are endless.
Tunda. 我的支线有什么？ 先去找长颈兽好了。
Just don't know where.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
这地方有点危险啊。
What did it take to knock one of those over? They're about to last. Now they're hunting me.
Oh, 好魔法的呢，不怕我。所以他也没办法。 Back to your business. Encased in ice. A long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started.
scars. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes.
哦，收刮了，收刮了，清干净就可以收刮。
I think I'm in the clear.
这个冰好厚哦。
They're scanning for me. Could use my focus, see what it turns up. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head. Good find.
嗯，这第一个这么近。 哦 shit， 摔下来。OK。哦，没有受伤。
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
可恶，这东西我都捡不走，道具栏是满的。哦，就你们了哦。最后防线就到这里了。
Let's get on with it. Follow up.
这让我很难抉择哎。37、38。操纵的都有这么高。 吗？
Gotta be.
地雷发射器。 哇，这是结冰的。这雪也太大了吧！
Now what?
耐寒，武器。摔到山脚下。
Scrabbling a bit. This tonic part's still in one piece. Now this thing is dangerous.
第一个。
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
第二个。
Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, I'm right. We just need to get the power flowing through.
坐上去。
And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy. Right, it's never easy.
Wow.
Now I need to climb that tall neck again. I need to find higher ground.
这边离的机会，可是来得及吗？
I think I can leap onto the tall neck from here. Tasty.
哇，你走这么远哦。来不及了，下一个。
I can't feel much of anything in this. Okay, time to climb up to its head.
冰冻这么久，居然还可以走。 遭受雷击，所以坏掉。OK， 满了满了。好啦，今天的直播就差不多到这里了。哇，这是一个新的地方。那有机会的话，我们再继续吧。拜拜。